What's up, superstars? It's almost that time of year again for gift giving, and what better gift you can give than something that is personalized and made from your own hands. On this video, we're gonna show you how easy it is to create a custom holiday sweater for someone special. All we're using in this video is gonna be Kittle for the artwork creation, and of course, Transfer Superstars for your superior DTF supplier. So make sure you watch to the end because I'm gonna be sharing our custom prompt to achieve the design process. Now, we spent hours creating this prompt, so it's free game for you guys. Make sure you guys follow us to the very end. Let's head over to Kittle. All right, guys, first thing we're gonna do is head over to kittle.com. If you guys don't have an account yet, you can mess with this for free. If you guys wanna sign up, make sure you guys head over to the description below. We will have a promo code for you to take advantage of the discount that's available right now. It's a really, really great online tool, so if you don't have anything to design with, this is where you wanna start off with, and we love using this tool. So first thing first, we're gonna create an artboard. We're gonna choose 300 dpi as far as the resolution, and then we're gonna change the unit to inches. I just like working with inches better. It's easier for me to understand when it's on a shirt. Now, as far as the design, let's just say you wanna keep everything within like 11 by 11. Again, you can adjust that as you go along, but that's kind of a good rule of thumb. You just wanna create something visually on a t-shirt, or you can choose this t-shirt template, but again, it's in pixels. I like working in inches. So let's go ahead, create. It will create this blank artboard. Because we're creating something from scratch, you can either use any of the tools here for like images or for fonts, things of that nature. But if you want to just go straight into the design process, which is what we're gonna do, we're gonna take advantage of this little AI tool right here. Next thing we're gonna do is just click on to our notes. I have this saved. So this is basically the prompt that we're using for this tool. I'm gonna have it shared on the link below, so if you wanna just copy and paste it, again, use the description below. Now, we're just gonna go ahead and click on generate image. We're gonna paste. It's gonna paste this perfect prompt that we created. All it's gonna ask you to do is edit this field here, which is adding a name. You're just gonna put any random name. We're just gonna go ahead and say, we're gonna make this, for example, Sandra. And we're just going to hit generate, and we're gonna let AI do its thing. So let's go ahead and go back. And make sure, guys, one thing I did forget is you wanna make sure that you're on Nana Banana Pro as far as the software generator. You can actually even click Pro 4K, which is what we can try next. I know that's a brand new feature that they just released, and each of these things do create something a little bit different. All right, this is the output that it produced. It's pretty good, but I'm just gonna try and see if there's anything different if I use the 4K. And let's go ahead and do the exact same prompt. Let's go ahead and click generate. Just gonna move this under here so I can see what's getting produced. And while this is producing, I'm gonna zoom in and let's take a look at the details. This is great. You see the little stitching right there, looks like embroidery. It looks really good for a holiday sweater without having to embroider yourself. You're just doing a simple print. So looks really good so far. You can go ahead and jump start, and I'm just gonna go ahead and upscale this. So I wanna make this as upscaled as possible before you do any type of printing. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. You just kind of have to play around with it. Things are a little bit more crispy. I believe this little stitching detail shadowing is a little bit more predominant, so it gives you more of that 3D effect. And let's just take a look and see how this one looks afterwards. And I don't know if it takes longer to get the 4K or not, but I'm just gonna see if this one works. In the meantime, again, after I upscale this, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the background. We made it a really bright green background so that you can easily remove. That didn't do a really good job, actually. So it removed some of the snowflakes. So that's not what I wanna do. Here's another version. Let's zoom out, and I can't even tell. Okay, so let's see. This one's a little bit more fuzzy. The stitching is more, definitely the second one looks a lot better. So let's bring it side to side so we can compare. There. This is more realistic though on the left-hand side with how the stitching would look, but this is more detailed. You do see more thread here. So I'm gonna go with the 4K. I think the 4K overall is better. Let's go ahead and upscale it. It's too large already, so it's already a very high definition. It's already exported at 4K. Let's try this background removal tool. All right, it did remove some of the snowflake here, which I don't like. So I'm just gonna Control Z, and let's try to go here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and export it as is. So let's just make this, because this design is smaller, let's just make it 12 inches. And remove background. Let's see how that turns out. I'm gonna name it Sandra, and then let's go ahead and head over to Transfer Superstars, and we're gonna use our gang sheet builder. We're gonna just choose our regular small size for right now. Start a brand new gang sheet. I'm gonna upload the image. So it didn't remove the background, at least not through there. I'm gonna try two things. So I'm gonna come back here. Let's try another background removal. Sometimes you just gotta mess around with it. It doesn't work perfect the very first time. It took out even more this time, so I did not like that. Oops, that wasn't the one. Actually, this one is the one I want to. And then while I'm at it, it's still loading up on our site right here. Let's take a look. So it's not perfect right there. I see a little bit of green here too, which I don't like. Let me see. That one's kind of hard to fix. But what I can do is, let me duplicate this. Oops, duplicate, okay. And then from here, let's try to eraser tool. Let's just delete this part. Yeah, let's delete this part. And then we're gonna click done. You technically are fine just using it like this, but let's say I wanted to actually use that. So I'm gonna click on this image right here. Since I already erased that one, this one has that blemish here. I'm gonna click on the cropping tool. Let's click on here. Let's click on the crop tool. Crop. All right. All right, there you go. Just kind of messed around with it and it works. So let's make this a little smaller. So, okay. And then we are going to copy this whole thing. We're gonna group it. So now it's one design. I'm gonna move it back right here. I can adjust it to make it bigger. And then let's go ahead and export it. 11 is good, artboard 1. Let's go ahead and just click download. Sandra 2. So I'm gonna try a few things. Let's go back to our gang sheet builder. So I'm gonna upload the same image, and I'll tell you why after. So I'm gonna delete this image. I'm gonna upload the same image that I was working on because the other one was already edited. So I wanna take it back one step previous to this, and I'm actually gonna increase the tolerance so that it'll probably capture a little bit more of the green instead of having to manually select a color out. Again, this is becoming a little bit harder than originally planned because I'm doing these minor edits, but it's good that you're seeing me do this so that you guys can know the possibilities of what you're able to customize and even fix up, because a lot of times using the AI tool, although it's great, it's not perfect. So you just have to really mess around with it until it gets better and better. And sometimes you do have to try a few times and it doesn't always work out right the very first time, as you guys can see me do this live with you guys. So just keep that in mind, play around, you'll get better every single time, guarantee it. Okay, now it's loaded. You see the green is back on there. Let's go ahead and click edit the image. I'm gonna click on the color. We're gonna select this green. I'm gonna increase the tolerance to maybe 25%. Let's try that. Replace that with just a white text. Click replace, click apply. There you go. It's pretty good, not perfect, but it cleared out a lot. You see that? You probably can't even tell the difference anymore. Let me double check. I'll go in closer. It's pretty good. I think it can be increased a little bit more. Let's go ahead and click on edit. Let's see how it looks. I'm going to actually spend the time and then let's redo this. So let's go back. There you go. Color's back. Go edit, color tool, select color, select the green, bring it to 33%. I think that's the magic one. Do that, click on the outside, click on replace. Let's see how 33% looks. There, that seemed to have done it. You know what? I'm a little worried though. I think it took too much. Look at that. It took a little of the details off. So again, let's go backwards. That was too aggressive. Let's click on the image again. Let's edit. So it took off some of the edges too much. So let's go and click on color tool. We know what we're doing. So we're gonna click on here real quick. Let's raise this to 29. And then I'm just gonna make it all white. 33 was good, but it took out a little too much. So I'm gonna pay attention to the hat design right here. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah, this is good. It looks so far so good. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is I'm just gonna resize this to 11 inches because that's what I want. And then I'm going to, actually we can make it like 10.8. And then we're just gonna duplicate. So let's turn this around like so. Didn't like that, so let's just go ahead and click on duplicate and duplicate. Let's go ahead and click on duplicate. There you go. It just didn't work super solid, but there you go. If you created different names for different people that you're making these sweaters to, you can make them all on a gang sheet. If you want to increase and add more names and so on and so forth, you can also do that, and you can also adjust it back there. So we're gonna get this printed. We're gonna put on a hoodie, and let's take a look at the results. All right, superstars, we are back. We've got our gang sheet here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So before I cut, we were able to get 4 prints on here. So that's a pretty good gang sheet. This is the 22 by 12. It's our $10 gang sheet. Basically made you 4 prints, so that's like $2.50 a print. Let's go ahead and get this cut. We're gonna use our dolly cutter, and I'm gonna use a straight edge here and cut. I can cut in both directions. Actually, I'm gonna save time. I'm gonna just cut straight down. Okay, there you go. Got our 4 prints for our transfers. Look at those details. Looks really, really clean. Now, for the hoodie, guys, we're gonna be using a 3-layer hoodie. The 3-layer is the brand, not basically the material. But this is a mid-weight pullover. It is 8.8 ounces, and it does have fleece in the middle, so it's really soft and really warm. What I really like about this so far as well is that it does have very stretchy cufflinks, so that makes it nice and comfortable. You don't really get the pressure of very tight cufflinks. Some of them don't have movement, so this is really, really good. A really good stretch. It comes in about 5 different colors. You've got your cream, your natural, your white, chocolate, black, and it comes in extra small all the way to 5XL. So tons of different sizes. And lastly, it is a 70% cotton, 30% polyester hoodie. So just your nice average mid-weight hoodie, not too heavy, but overall very soft on the inside, outside, as well as you got drawstrings. All right, for our heat press, we're gonna be using a Viver automatic heat press. We did a very extensive test on this a few months back. We have a full video on that, so if you wanna watch it, make sure you guys catch that one. But we have this one preset, 300 degrees, 10 seconds, because it only goes in 5-second intervals. We have this at heavy pressure and on the automatic. So let's go ahead and get this open and aligned. So it does have a slide out. We've got our laser system, and I've already preset the lines for the laser system so that everything is nice and going to be straight. Now, since this is a hoodie, I can't really fit this underneath here for the video. So we're actually gonna flip this backwards, and we're gonna go ahead and get the pouch underneath here. We're gonna make sure that the seam is all the way to the neckline, because I have this set at basically 2.5 from the top. And I'm gonna shift this like so. Okay, and let's go ahead and use my hand, and I'm gonna tuck it underneath to measure the points to make sure that it is nice and straight. Okay, great. Now, again, it has a pouch and there's a lot of material back here. I usually just fold this underneath like so. If you want to do a quick pre-press just to make sure that it closes, you can do that. Pre-pressing is great as well, removes all the moisture. I can just go ahead and release that. It doesn't need to press that long. Okay, let me double check again the measurements. Okay, now for our transfer, this is our transfer. We're gonna go ahead and fold this in half, and this is gonna give us our midpoint. So right there is about half. of where the letter is at. So I went to the end of the letter to the end of the letter. I didn't focus on any of the snowflake. Now I'm gonna flip this upside down like so. I'm gonna bring the Santa hat to the top of the point right here. And I'm gonna press this down to make sure that it is centered, and we're good. So everything is nice and centered. We're gonna push it back in to our press. It's on automatic, so it'll automatically come down. All right, so I like this one because it only starts the countdown timer once it goes down. So it's actually a true, when it says 10 seconds, that's actually 10 seconds. So once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and grab this, pull the transfer, and it's nicely released. So technically you can use the same film by flipping this upside down for a second press, but because we really want a nice textured feel to this, we're gonna go ahead and use our matte finishing sheet. So this is also available on our website. It gives it a nice textured feel to it. Perfect for all types of designs, especially big designs, but absolutely great for something like this where you want a little bit of texture to it. So we're gonna put this down for a second press. We're just gonna push it back in there. Wow, look at that. Okay, let's get a better view of this. I'm gonna turn this upside down right here. The hood is underneath there, so that kind of gives it a little depth, but look, take a look at all the details here. The shadowing looks really, really realistic. The stitching is very, very noticeable. I mean, it really tricks the eye to thinking that it is raised up and there's actually embroidery to it, but it is nice and clean. I really like the way it turned out. To the naked eye, it looks exactly like something that would be embroidered on this. And there you have it, guys. A super easy way to make this custom personalized sweater for somebody that you care about. Look at the details in that. It looks exactly like embroidery. It was just done with a really good prompt that we created. This is free game for you guys, so make sure you guys take advantage of that prompt. Give this to somebody that you care about. And if you guys enjoyed a video like this, make sure you guys give it 2 thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos, us using some AI prompts, let us know in the comments below. We're here to help you guys out. We're here to give you guys free game. I'm Phil. I'll catch you guys on the next one.